Hello, it's Film Frenzy, and today I'll be discussing the huge ending of Avengers Infinity War and the possible options that'll come after it. So I'm going to start by recapping the ending and the plot. So, Doctor Strange gives up the Time Stone on Titan to Thanos after Thanos threatens to kill Iron Man. And then Thanos, with 5 Infinity Stones, teleports down to Wakanda in order to get the final Infinity Stone, the Mind Stone, from Vision. But Vision instructs Scarlet Witch to destroy the Mind Stone before that can happen, and Scarlet Witch succeeds. But using the newly acquired Time Stone, Thanos reverses time and picks out the Mind Stone literally from Thanos, from Vision's head, killing Vision, and then with a completed Infinity Gauntlet, Thor comes in and almost kills Thanos by cutting right through his torso, but he doesn't succeed, and Thanos is able to do the big snap, killing half of all the Marvel characters, which include Bucky Barnes, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord, Groot, Falcon, and more. And so he succeeds and teleports over to some lakeside where he can reside and be happy, and the Avengers are left with only about half of them surviving. So that's the big ending. So now I'm going to get into what this means for the future of the MCU and think about possible ways that they'll go on into Avengers 4. The first option I'll be discussing for the ending is Doctor Strange's plan. So earlier on in Infinity War, Doctor Strange is talking to Spider-Man and Iron Man, and how he's kind of a very the adult in the room, and that if he's given the option of trading away the Infinity Stone for someone's life, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna keep the Infinity Stone because he knows that if Thanos gets the complete gauntlet, he will kill half of all life, and he thinks it's worth it just to keep it. So that made people very confused when Thanos has the upper hand against Iron Man, and he's about to kill him if Doctor Strange doesn't give away the Time Stone. And Doctor Strange, well, he does. So people were left to wonder why, and it's because of the plan. So he didn't all of a sudden just have a change of heart. That would be nice and all, but still, it would be a stupid move. Nevertheless. And as we talked about earlier, when he's on Titan with the rest of the gang, there's 14,605,000 possible options for the future, and he said only one they win. So he knows how to win. So that's very key. Sadly, he's one of the people that fades away, so they're not going to have him with him. But maybe he knew that he was going to fade away because that's part of it. So he knows that either Thanos has to complete the gauntlet and succeed in order for them to later beat him. Maybe he's overconfident or something, or for that Iron Man needs to be alive so he can beat Thanos. Either way, Doctor Strange up here, he knows what he's doing. He's the key hero in this movie because he'll help the Avengers succeed in Avengers 4, hopefully. The next option concerns Infinity War's post-credits scene and Captain Marvel coming to the rescue. So for what feels like the first time in a while, Infinity War had an excellent post-credits scene, something that actually is important for setting up the next film, and that would be Nick Fury before disintegrating, paging Captain Marvel, which you saw by her little logo. And though she was not in Infinity War, she's going to have her solo film debut in March 2019, which only comes out 2 months before Avengers 4. So she's definitely appearing in Avengers 4, but we don't know in what capacity. I think she's definitely going to come to the help of the Avengers, assuming, though, that she's not part of the half that's wiped out. I guess we have to hope so, and they'll probably make her not part of the half so, she can actually help them. But if she is alive, then, obviously she's not going to be able to bring back the other people, but I think she has the best chance of all the remaining people of actually defeating Thanos, or at least retrieving the stones in order to do something with the stones to bring back the other people, which we'll be exploring in the next couple examples. This option involves the Avengers reversing time using the Time Stone. Yes, I know Thanos has all 6 Infinity Stones at the end of Infinity War, but there's no reason the Avengers can't get them back. Yes, they don't know where the hell Thanos is on his little lakeside, chilling. They don't know where he is, but they can definitely get back. We see at the end how his gauntlet's kind of fried, so we're not sure if it can still work, if he can still wield the stones. But either way, there's all 6 stones are there with him. So even if so, like that's perfect because the Avengers would use the time stone then to reverse time. And yeah, that would kind of be putting the genie back in the bottle, but that's how they could bring back all their friends. But if they're reversing time that much, couldn't they just like bring back like literally everybody, like Gamora, like Loki, like even like Quicksilver from Age of Ultron? Yes, they could. So like it begs the question, are they going to use the time stone? Because that could get a little weird and remove all stakes from the universe if they're just going to time travel. But my guess is that once they get back, they'd probably just like at first just bring back the people that disintegrated, and then Doctor Strange would be like, let's not use it much further, because you know how Doctor Strange is. But that begs the question, how are they gonna use the time stone? Because they can't like they don't have the Infinity Gauntlet. They don't have the power to like wield it unless maybe that guy can make like something like the big like guy that was played by Peter Dinklage. Hopefully he wasn't part of the half and he could like forge something to make like that Thor could use or something that can like wield the time stone. I'm not sure. But since the Eye of Agamotto, that Doctor Strange, he was one of the ones that disintegrated, so he can't use it. So it's going to be difficult to see what they can do with the time stone. So maybe there's another stone that would help them out. The fourth option is using the reality stone to create an alternate reality. This is another extremely powerful stone. And as you saw in Infinity War, the reality stone did some pretty crazy crap. Like, you saw Thanos turn Peter Quill's gun into like a bubble gun. Like you saw all these different things, and if they can do that, they can probably create an alternate reality where like Thanos doesn't exist and all the heroes are alive. It kind of gives again unlimited power and gets a little creepy. So like maybe they shouldn't use the like an Infinity Stone because then they would have too much power and they mess up the balance of the universe. But they're in a pretty bad situation right now with half the heroes dead, and if they're able to get a hold of the Reality Stone, either through like just like them all working together, or Captain Marvel's help, and can find Thanos, I think the Reality Stone would be another great alternative to like the Time Stone, and like creating an alternate reality that has all the Avengers back and they can live happily ever after. My final Infinity Stone option involves using the Soul Stone to bring back the dead. This is definitely the most mysterious of the Infinity Stones because it's the only one that wasn't in any film prior to Infinity War. And it's introduced, and Thanos has to kill his daughter Gamora in order to achieve it. So, the Soul Stone, it's kind of a little, like, mysterious about its powers, but when I, like, researched it a little bit, it looked like it could, like, do a lot of things, including, like, just manipulating, like, souls, like, even, like, changing people's, like, personalities. And it seems like it could be the most powerful of all the stones, to be honest. And you only really see him use it when he like is talking to like Gamora who's like dead, like when he's like it seems like he's having like a near-death experience after Thor almost kills him. So I think the Soul Stone could like definitely bring back the dead. Like it can manipulate souls, so it can bring back like the dead souls. I'm not sure if that like in what capacity that means, like if they're like zombies and like you control them all, or if they actually can just bring back people all together. But this could be the key to like being Thanos. If they're able to steal the Soul Stone, they can just bring back all their dead friends. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll have to wait and see. Another option with the Soul Stone is that maybe Gamora's inside it because she was like you see her like talking with Thanos like through the Soul Stone, and plus like she was the one that needed to be killed in order for Thanos to get the Soul Stone. So we'll have to see. My final option is definitely the darkest and probably the most unlikely. Assuming Hawkeye is still alive after the big snap, all 6 original Avengers, which I just showed in the first Avengers movie, are still alive. And I think that's for a key reason, and that's just so they can all just like, have a final battle, because like lots of their contracts are expiring after this movie, so it'd be a perfect send-off for them. And I was thinking like most likely Avengers 4 is going to be a happy ending, or at least a melancholy conclusion. But what if they actually just lose against Thanos? They put up a great fight, they try to retrieve the Infinity Stones, maybe they use one of the prior 5 options I talked about, but they still lose and they can't bring back the other half. This seems very unlikely because, like, there's going to be another Spider-Man movie, there's going to be another Black Panther movie. It's going to be hard to have the Guardians of the Galaxy movie with just Rocket Raccoon. That would be pretty ridiculous. So, like, they're probably going to come back anyway, like the other characters, but who knows? Maybe these original characters will die or something, and maybe they're able to save the other characters, but these ones die. Because, like, I think it's, like, a perfect conclusion to, like, the first 3 phases of the MCU by having the original 6 heroes all fighting together against the biggest baddie, and maybe they lose, maybe they win, maybe it's like a melancholy where, like, they're able to save the other people, but they die in the process. I think it would be a pretty magnificent ending, to be honest, and it certainly could happen, although that would be extremely dark. So, thank you for watching my video. Comment down below what you think is the future for the MCU. I mean, I think there's possibilities of, like, all these options, like, combined together, or maybe it's a totally different option, like something with the quantum realm that's going to be explored in Ant-Man. We'll have to wait and see. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. See you guys later from Film Frenzy. Bye.